more or less that we have a first phase. I would think of it as the altered globalization phase that goes maybe from January 1994 or from Seattle in 1999 up to Genova is the first altered globalization phase. We have a second phase, essentially an anti-war phase, and now we're opening a third phase. So let me look a little briefly at each of these and see what we can learn from them and what they're teaching us. In some sense, this phase of the altered globalization movements, in some ways, it already was working through a theory of empire the way we conceive it. And if you don't like the term, think of something else. But what they were thinking of is new forms and new locuses of global power. Like for instance, if the movements protesting globalization had theorized and had been convinced that the US was firmly in control of global order, they should have every week been protesting either on Wall Street or at the White House. But instead, what they were doing was developing a kind of theory of a new network of power, so that each of the demonstrations, each of the summit meetings was a kind of experimentation with new forms of the enemy. So that one week we'll try the World Bank and the IMF, perhaps they're the ones who control the world order. Then we'll try the G8, then we'll try the free trade of the Americas. This is like working out the different nodes of the network of power. In some ways, see, this is the kind of thing I can say without Tony. In some ways, that our theory of empire seems to me completely unoriginal, because what we're really doing in many ways is learning from the movements, learning from that theorization that goes on in the movements, which I think is extremely fruitful. So that the various summit hopping, let's say, which was, I think, criticized in the movement for many good reasons, was already, though, an extremely intelligent form of theorizing of what this global order could be, moving around to try to understand the different elements of a new global power structure.